Let me give you a British answer. It wasn't my cup of tea.
Spike Lee isn't just a filmmaker, he's a force of culture. From challenging Hollywood norms with bold stories to building an empire fueled by creativity and controversy, he's as legendary as the characters he brings to life. But when the cameras stop rolling, who is Spike Lee? Let's take a peek behind the curtain. Nestled in his multi-million-dollar Brooklyn brownstone, surrounded by a stunning car collection, Lee's life is the definition of success. His career, spanning decades, has quietly built him a net worth over $60 million. Since launching 40 Acres and a Mule Filmworks in 1983, he's written, directed, or produced more than 35 films, several becoming cornerstones of American cinema. He started small. She's Gotta Have It, 1986, cost $175,000 and earned $7 million. Then came Do the Right Thing, 1989, made for $6 million and raking in $36 million, earning him an Academy Award nomination. Malcolm X, 1992, combined cultural impact with $73 million in global box office, while Inside Man, 2006, became his highest-grossing film at $184 million. BlacKkKlansman, 2018, not only earned box office success, but also brought Lee his first Oscar for Best Adapted Screenplay. Beyond film, Lee's creativity fuels lucrative advertising work. His iconic Nike commercials with Michael Jordan redefined sports marketing, and he's since directed campaigns for Levi's, Converse, Taco Bell, Jaguar, and Ben & Jerry's. Between movies, royalties, and commercials, Lee has turned storytelling into an enduring financial powerhouse. Spike Lee's influence goes far beyond Hollywood, and it shows in every deal he signs. While exact figures remain private, insiders say top brands pay premium fees for his unmistakable style and cultural relevance. These advertising partnerships haven't just brought wealth, they've given Lee creative freedom to take risks in film. Since 1993, Lee has also been shaping the next generation as a tenured professor and artistic director at NYU's Tisch School of the Arts. Beyond prestige, teaching provides a steady income, while his speaking engagements, masterclasses, and festival appearances can earn him $5,000 or more each time, letting him share his experience with aspiring filmmakers. Lee is a storyteller in every form. His memoir, Best Seat in the House, co-written with Ralph Wiley, brings in royalties, while his documentaries, Four Little Girls, 1997, and When the Levees Broke, 2006, combine critical acclaim with revenue from production deals and licensing. Even social media hasn't escaped his touch. With over 2.3 million Instagram followers, he earns an estimated $140,000 to $190,000 annually from sponsored posts, collaborations, and promotions. Yet behind the fame, the awards, and the iconic Spike Lee joints is a story of grit, creativity, and fearless truth-telling. Born Shelton Jackson Lee on March 20th, 1957, in Atlanta, Georgia, he grew up immersed in culture and creativity, a foundation that shaped the visionary filmmaker the world knows today. Spike Lee's story begins at home. His mother, Jacqueline, a teacher of black art and literature, and his father, William, a jazz musician and composer, shaped his early worldview. Jacqueline nicknamed him Spike, a nod to his boundless energy and tenacity as a child. The family eventually moved to Brooklyn, New York, a city that would later become a central character in his films. He attended John Dewey High School in Brooklyn before returning to Atlanta's Morehouse College, a historically black institution where he discovered his love for film. There he made his first student film, Last Hustle in Brooklyn, and earned a BA in Mass Communications. His big break came at NYU's Tisch School of the Arts, where his student film Joe's Bed-Stuy Barbershop, We Cut Heads became the first student film ever screened at Lincoln Center's New Directors/New Films Festival. In 1986, Lee released She's Gotta Have It, his first feature film, which wasn't just a box office success, it was a cultural moment. 3 years later, Do the Right Thing captured the raw tension of a Brooklyn neighborhood, earning him an Academy Award nomination and cementing his reputation as a fearless storyteller. Lee never shies away from controversy. Mo Better Blues, 1990, sparked debate over its portrayal of Black artists navigating exploitation, while his documentary Four Little Girls, 1997, recounted the 1963 Birmingham church bombing and earned another Oscar nomination. Since founding 40 Acres and a Mule Filmworks in 1983, he's produced over 35 films. Every project proudly carries his signature phrases: "By any means necessary," "You dig," and "Show enough." Catchphrases that are more than words. They're a philosophy. Spike Lee's signature phrases, "By any means necessary," "You dig," and "Show enough," aren't just catchphrases. They're a creed, reflecting his fearless creativity and deep cultural pride. In 2018, BlacKkLansman, the true story of a black cop infiltrating the Ku Klux Klan, premiered at Cannes to standing ovations, winning the Grand Prix. The film earned Academy Award nominations for Best Picture and Best Director, and gave Lee his first Oscar for Best Adapted Screenplay. He followed with Da 5 Bloods in 2020, a powerful look at black soldiers in the Vietnam War. Released on Netflix, it earned widespread acclaim and proved Lee's ability to embrace new platforms without losing his voice. A multi-project Netflix deal now ensures his influence continues in a changing media landscape. In 2024, he was announced as the director of Highest to Lowest, a modern remake of Kurosawa's High and Low, starring Denzel Washington, a full-circle moment for the master filmmaker. Off-screen, Lee's life is equally remarkable. Since 1998, he's lived in a 9,000-square-foot Manhattan townhouse, purchased from artist Jasper Johns for over $16 million. Built in 1916 as a Vanderbilt wedding gift, it's passed through the hands of Gypsy Rose Lee, designer Charles Lanier Lawrence, and Broadway producer Charles Dillingham. Its understated exterior conceals a private central courtyard, a rare Manhattan oasis, serene and secluded. From telling bold stories on screen to curating history at home, Spike Lee's life is a testament to meaning, legacy, and unflinching vision. For a creative mind like Spike Lee, space isn't just luxury, it's inspiration. His Manhattan townhouse is priceless, a sanctuary blending history, design, and seclusion. In 2014, he briefly listed it for $32 million, reflecting its rare features and prime location. The home didn't sell, and today he still owns it, preserving both its artistic soul and value. Estimates over the years have ranged from $19 million to $90 million. But for Lee, it's more than real estate, it's a statement. Yet it's Brooklyn that truly reflects his roots. In 1991, he purchased a 3-story Fort Greene building for $820,000, transforming it into 40 acres and a Mule Filmworks, a hub for independent black cinema. His brownstones in Bedford-Stuyvesant capture the spirit of the borough he celebrates on screen. A property featured in Crooklyn sold in 2023 for over $4 million, a testament to his lasting influence. Lee's Brooklyn home is historic, charming, and full of character. Inside, vaulted ceilings and exposed brick meet modern touches, Art Deco details, a colorful kitchen with a solid wood island, and airy open-concept living. Guest spaces, full bathrooms, and central air make it functional and comfortable. A rare multi-car garage offers versatility, while the top level flows seamlessly to a 1,500-square-foot rooftop deck, providing sweeping views of Fort Greene Park and the Brooklyn skyline. A perfect blend of home, studio, and creative sanctuary. For Spike Lee, these spaces aren't just places to live. They're extensions of his vision, grounding him in the city that shaped his voice while giving him room to dream big. Upstairs in Lee's Brooklyn Brownstone, a bedroom loft with a walk-in closet offers a cozy retreat, a perfect balance of urban energy and homey comfort. It's more than a space, it's a reflection of Spike Lee's identity, where Brooklyn history and black storytelling coexist under one roof. When city life calls for quiet, Lee escapes to a 2-acre Massachusetts estate, nestled alongside the scenic Farm Neck Golf Club. Purchased in 1989 for $400,000, the property now features a 4-bedroom mansion and a guest house, valued around $3.4 million. 3 distinct levels in the main house include a vaulted great room for gatherings, a chef's kitchen opening to a dining deck, and a 2,100 square foot lower level designed for entertainment, complete with a game room and custom oak bar. The guest house overlooks a serene Egyptian lotus pond, adding tranquility to the estate, while private stables and lush landscaping complete the picture. A private sanctuary where nature and creativity meet. Lee's flair extends to the road. His car collection is a blend of luxury, performance, and cultural style, with the Cadillac Escalade standing out as an icon. Not just a ride, it was part of a partnership where Lee directed and starred in a commercial for the model. With a V8 engine, plush interior, and seating for 8, it mirrors Lee's love for bold sophistication and statement-making design. From rooftops in Brooklyn to sprawling estates in Massachusetts and a curated car collection, Spike Lee doesn't just live, he crafts spaces and experiences that reflect his vision, style, and unmistakable cultural impact. In 2024, Spike Lee teamed up with Fiat to promote the all-electric Fiat 500e, alongside actor Giancarlo Esposito. The campaign celebrated Italian style and city-friendly design, with Lee injecting his signature energy into a message of sustainability. The 500e offers quiet, efficient performance in a 100-mile range, perfect for urban commutes. Lee's car collection spans classic elegance and futuristic boldness. The Jaguar X-Type, a nod to old-school European sophistication, pairs sporty handling with refined craftsmanship. Leather seats, wood trim, and chrome details exuding timeless style. At the other extreme, the Tesla Cybertruck pushes boundaries with its angular stainless steel body and minimalist interior. Seating 6, it's disruptive, eye-catching, and unapologetically bold, much like Lee himself. But his impact extends far beyond cars. Philanthropy has long been central to his life. He champions equity, opportunity, and justice through causes like the Make-A-Wish Foundation, granting life-changing experiences to children facing serious illness. He supports Souls for Souls, providing shoes and clothing to those in need worldwide, emphasizing dignity and empowerment. Education is another cornerstone. Lee backs the Jackie Robinson Foundation, offering scholarships and leadership training to underrepresented students, and partnered with the Rockefeller Foundation to fund a $975,000 grant at Columbia University's Teachers College. The initiative, inspired by his documentary When the Levees Broke, sparks discussions on race, civic engagement, and systemic injustice, continuing Lee's legacy of storytelling with purpose. Spike Lee's cars, causes, and career all share a thread: bold vision, forward-thinking impact, and a commitment to making the world a more meaningful place. Spike Lee's commitment to community goes far beyond the screen. He supports nonprofits like Aid Still Required, focused on rebuilding communities after disasters, and the AARP, where he advocates for seniors. Even his celebrity influence sparks generosity. In 2023, a rare pair of custom Nike Air Jordans designed for Lee was anonymously donated to a homeless shelter in Oregon and auctioned for over $51,000, directly benefiting those in need. Behind the public persona, Lee's life is grounded in family. He met attorney Tanya Lewis in 1992, married a year later, and together they raised 2 sons, Satchel and Jackson. The family often appears at premieres, charity events, and, most famously, courtside at Madison Square Garden, where Lee has been a Knicks fan for nearly 3 decades. His devotion has reportedly totaled over $10 million in tickets, making him an unofficial ambassador for New York sports culture. He also cheers for the Yankees, Rangers, and Arsenal, but the Knicks hold his heart. Lee's passion extends to politics. Known for speaking out against injustice, he celebrated Joe Biden's 2020 victory in Brooklyn and publicly supported Kamala Harris' 2024 campaign, even appearing at rallies. Yet activism comes with risks. In 2012, during the national outrage over Trayvon Martin's death, Lee mistakenly shared the wrong address of George Zimmerman, inadvertently putting an innocent couple in danger, a reminder of the stakes that come with being outspoken. Through philanthropy, family, sports, and activism, Spike Lee blends influence with impact, showing that his legacy is as much about the world he shapes off-screen as the films he creates. Spike Lee publicly apologized and reached a settlement after mistakenly sharing an incorrect address during the Trayvon Martin controversy, a powerful reminder of the risks of spreading unverified information, even with the best intentions. Lee has also clashed with other directors over representation in Hollywood. In 2008, while promoting Miracle at St. Anna, he criticized Clint Eastwood for leaving Black Marines out of Flags of Our Fathers. Eastwood explained his film focused on a specific historical moment, but the debate reignited larger conversations about who gets remembered on screen. Adding complexity to his public image, Lee has defended controversial figures like Woody Allen, Michael Jackson, and Nate Parker, drawing criticism from those who feel his support sometimes clashes with the causes he champions. Through it all, Spike Lee remains a singular force in American culture, a director, provocateur, philanthropist, and unapologetic New Yorker. His work walks the line between art and activism, comfort and confrontation. He doesn't aim to be liked, he aims to be heard. In doing so, he has inspired generations of storytellers, students, and citizens to stand tall, speak their truth, and confront uncomfortable realities. If you enjoyed this video, like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. More fascinating stories are on the way. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.